Today I'm going to take you through the process of loading my first rounds for the 20 GPC. Here are all the powders that I currently have in stock that I don't have to purchase. The two that are most common for the bullet weights that I currently have is the CFE 223 and the IMR 82 XBR. What I'm going to do is load powder all the way to the top of the case here, and then see what the charge weight is there. Even though I do have a scale from Mad Dog Weapon Systems, I usually like to start somewhere about 70% of the case capacity and work it up from there. Again, this is a whole new caliber, so I've got to figure out. I'm going to do this with the CFE 223 and the XBR 8208 and then write down some numbers. This is currently the CFE 223. I'm going to measure this real quickly. I'm not a fan of ball powder, to be honest. And then what I'm going to do is throw this on the scale and do some reverse engineering, see what the weight is, and then reduce it by 70%. That should be all of it. And that is exactly at 36 grains of powder, so now I need to reduce that by about 70%. My charge weight with 70% reduction is 25.2 grains, so I'm going to load that up into the case and visually see what it looks like. The scale is zeroed out here. I'm going to put it at 25.2. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to trickle this in and then fast forward this on the video so you don't have to watch it all. There we go, 25.2. And so what I'm visually trying to inspect inside the case is a bout powder that starts right about here. That is way too low. I think the powder is roughly about there. So I'm going to bounce it up to, let's say, 28 grains of powder. I really wanted to start somewhere right around there. I'm going to go up to 28 grains, so I need to go 2.8. Okay. Okay, that's got me to about right there. Yeah, it looks about right. So I'm going to go up maybe another 0.5 grains. Going to repeat the same process with the IMR 8208 XBR. I really like this because it is a stick powder versus a ball powder. And for max case, we are at 33.2. 70% of 33.2 grains is 23.24 grains of powder, and I'm going to go ahead and bump that up to 23.3 grains. All right, just like last time, it's a little bit lower than I like. It's probably right about there. So I think I'm going to jump up to, let me see where I'm at now. 23.3. I'm going to go up to, it's not going to focus. I'm going to go up to 25.0. That surely doesn't look like a lot of powder. See if I can do this one-handed without spilling. This is going to be real careful. Please don't tip over. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So we will start, it's probably right about there. Yeah, so we'll start at 25.0 using the IMR 828 XBR. I'm not going to bore you guys with the process of loading 49 different rounds, but basically what I'm going to be using is 2 different bullets, 2 different powders, and 2 different primers. Starting with 32 grain Hornady VMAX, I'm going to be using the CCI 400 and 450 primer using CFE powder, and then switching over and doing the same thing with the IMR 828 XBR using standard and mag primer, and then switching over to the Sierra 39 grain Blitz King using CFE 223, just as I did up here, with the standard and mag primer, and then switching over to the IMR 828 XBR with standard and mag primer.